starting with the things that you daily need to do. Basically on these S series combines and all the STS combines, we're pretty much down to greasing our reel every day. Most everything else we're going to be able to get by with every other day and once a week. When I say once a week, roughly it's a 50-hour week. If you're putting on 70 hours a week, then you might want to hit them twice a week. But really, if we stop and look at the hour meter on the combine, you're doing good to get 50 hours in a week, unless you're one of the people who really does get out there at 7 and is cutting by 7:30 and don't shut off till 9:30, and you unload on the go and you don't stop for anything. Then you might get more hours in that. But normally what we see is when we're all done, it's about a 9 or 10 hour worth of separating time on the combine a day. The knife head is another thing we do want you to watch. There's 2 Zerks down there, and on the newest Draper header, I think it was we were looking at, they took and got rid of one of the Zerks, so I need to find out what's going on with that. On the knife box, we no longer have the old wobble box on the 600 series header that shook the whole end of the combine and it was just flopping around back and forth. We do have an elliptical drive now, and so Kelly, do you want to pop that cover open there? You guys can look at the drive if you haven't seen one. It's more like what we've had on swathers and stuff. It's a smooth drive. It's a gear in there running around a pinion gear, and so it's just running it back and forth. So there is a Zerk on the top of that, and I think there's a little yellow chart on there. Some were saying it only wants so much grease. Maybe they moved it on the back here. 10 shots every 200 hours is what they're wanting on that box. We do not want that box overfilled. If you get too much grease in there, you can't pop the seal out. Haven't had much problems with it. For what we've seen on knife drives, this knife drive has held up really well compared to that. It came out on the 900 series Drapers. Yes?
Jim, I have a question. On these greasers, you know, you were saying like once a week or whatever. I make a point to go through every day and give them at least 1-2 pumps each Zerk every day.
Okay.
Is that a good thing, or is that not enough?
The best thing about that is you're looking at your whole combine every day. And later on we'll talk about that. Well, yeah, at the start of the year, I guess I did write on there, grease complete machine and inspect. Because when we were running 9600s and we had to grease so much of it every couple days, we saw a lot of problems before they ever happened, or as they were first starting to happen. Now, we don't walk around our machine unless you go blow it off at night or in the morning. We hop on it in the morning, we go back to it and grab our grease gun, maybe somebody else greased that, we put fuel in it, check the engine oil, glance at the hydraulic oil level, and off we go. Which is really nothing wrong with that, but if you spend the time to go walk around it and look at every greaser, if you have a bearing starting to go out or something giving you a problem, you're going to see that. So from that respect, I think we see more major problems that could have been prevented because we're not greasing it. And so, yeah, going through it every day. There's a few things that you really don't have to hit every day, 1 or 2 shots, but visually looking at them, you're not going to hurt anything by giving it the extra grease on these.
Well, because I always just figure you take a shower every day, why doesn't your combine want some lube every day?
True. You eat breakfast every day too.
Yeah.
We feel it, but yeah, we quit greasing it. Quit giving it its vitamins, I guess. So, yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. People that do that, I think they're going to find more things before they have a problem with them.
Small enough to know you, large enough to serve you. Your locally owned John Deere dealer, Evergreen Implement.